Hey guys, it's Study and welcome to Comic Space, and today we have some major updates about Marvel Studios' upcoming schedule. And as it looks like Marvel Studios is pretty much done with the roller coaster ride of the multiverse saga, and everything is supposed to be falling on its place. And I think the schedule has never ever looked so much clear throughout the multiverse saga until now. So we have some major updates, and obviously by the title and the thumbnail you probably have figured it out. We are majorly talking about Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars and how things are going on that front. But also we have some couple more updates about Born Again, Eyes of Wakanda and projects such that. So we are going to come back to those. So our today's update is indeed coming from Daniel RPK, and again if you have been following our channel or have been part of the rumor mill, you know that we like to give Daniel RPK a lot more reverence than any other industry insider, as he have quite a great track record as well. As he went on to state, Avengers 5 will wrap its filming in August of 2025, and then they will go on to have a small break and start filming Avengers Secret Wars in the fall of 2025, as it looks like both of the films are on track to make their 2026 and 2027 release dates. So again, on the channel I have been talking about it for the longest time that there was a very high possibility of both Avengers 5 and Secret Wars would be getting delayed further. Then we will see a lot more projects in between that phase and lots of things that I have talked about. But again, as it seems like that is not happening, and I'm really happy that it's not getting delayed furthermore. So as it seems like all of the things are on pretty much on the track, because if Avengers 5 or Secret Wars were delayed, they will be delayed for some other reasons, and obviously they also have to make up to other projects as well. And I also would like to talk about a long running speculation, not even a rumor I would say, but in speculation about Avengers Secret Wars being divided into two parts. And we were expecting that if that were to happen, we would expect that film to come out right after Avengers Secret Wars in 2028 and making this an whole out Avengers trilogy. And given the fact that Marvel Studios is not going to come back to Avengers for a very long time, and they're going to start building their Mutant Saga and their X-Men team, and this is pretty much going to be, we are going to see Avengers for a long time teaming up together. So again, I think that is just in speculation, but if that were to be true, we probably would have an official announcement at this year's San Diego Comic Con, and again all of the things that comes with it. But again, I think that is also one of the things that needed to be cleared out and talked about. And again, I think that's why the San Diego Comic Con of this year is getting just hyped up and much more bigger, because we are about to enter into the last phase of the multiverse saga, in which we will pretty much wrap up this whole thing, and all of the official announcement that we are going to be getting has to be huge, especially with the cast and the directors for the film, because again, right now both of the Avengers film does not have any directors attached to the project. And as I think Michael Waldron has wrote a script for both of the films, Avengers 5 as well as Avengers Secret Wars. The great thing is that Marvel Studios is for sure circulating script throughout the directors, and they are trying to pick up a name. And again, recently when we talked about it, Sean Levy was offered the part to direct Avengers 5. So again, Avengers 5 is supposed to be started filming in the early months of 2025 and wrap its filming by the summer of 2025 in USA. So again, by the August. And by the way, I would also like to throw Young Avengers into the mix, because Marvel Studios might not be moving forward with that project. Yup. So the last time we heard about it, Young Avengers was supposed to be a major feature-length film. And again, there has been some talks and rumors that Marvel might not be moving forward with Young Avengers, which would have eventually come around the time as Secret Wars. But does that mean that Marvel is just gonna straight up ignore what happened at the end of the Marvels? That is not happening. They're for sure moving forward with making the team and getting all of the seasons together for sure. But we just don't know that they're actually going to do it in a feature-length Young Avengers film. That project is right now in quite in seesaw, so we gotta see how things are going to work out on Young Avengers front. Because we know that team is for sure is coming back together, all of the young heroes are coming back together. But what project that they're coming into, that is kind of just a question now. So like I said, all of this question and the now official announcement regarding these projects, I am really expecting, if an official announcement were to be made about Young Avengers, I would say it would be made at this year Comic Con or D23. It has to, because it would have to come out at that around time of Secret Wars, I am guessing. So again, coming back to Avengers 5 and Secret Wars, and Avengers 5 still doesn't have an official title attached to the film because again it was Kang Dynasty, but they dropped it, and we have just been calling it Avengers 5 because again both of this Avengers film are probably going to surpass what we have seen with previous adaptation of the Avengers for sure. The characters count is just off the chart. With multiverse involved and leading up to Secret Wars, again I think the title let alone tells you a lot about how insane things are going to be. And recently what we have heard with 60 plus characters to be showing up in Avengers 5 and Secret Wars, and I haven't even got into the all of the theories that has been going around with Beyonder and everything that comes with it. So again, both of the Avengers film are just looking to be as the scale of the Avengers film. So I think that is pretty much it to sum it up. So I think quite in not I will say major updates, but in couple of updates that I would like to throw as an end note for the video, and that is Born Again. Daredevil Born Again will be started filming of the part 2. Initially Born Again was announced as an 18 episode season 1 show, but obviously Marvel Studios is breaking those 18 episodes into 2 parts, and we are going to see the first part in March 2025 releasing on Disney Plus, and then they are going to start filming part 2 fall of this very year and will continue its filming until mid of 2025. So it also leads me to believe the part 2 will also relatively come very soon. Then it is not going to be some major big gap between part 1 and part 2. I think part 1 and part 2 are just going to come hand to hand, probably like I think 2026, like with an year gap. So I think that is happening with Born Again. And another thing, that some major updates we that heard from Brad Winderbaum on the official Marvel podcast Eyes of Wakanda, which I think will be the first ever animated project that Marvel Studios have done, which will officially be canon to our main 616 continuity and the history of Wakanda and everything that comes with it. So again, I think I'm really excited for on that front. So again, coming up with Deadpool and Wolverine on the horizon, and with San Diego Comic Con, we are going to have a bunch of things to talk about, just tons of things to talk about and tons of things to break it down. So I think it is time for me to see you guys off. Well, that's it for this one, guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Ali signing off. See you in the next one.